It's February, which means it's time for a new 20 questions. Hi everyone, it's me Gaming Do, and today we are back for the 14th part of 20 questions, which is actually being filmed in January. But I digress. Today we have, 20 questions like I've answered in the previous 13. They're different. This is just a series to where you get to learn more about me personally by me just giving you some facts in the form of questions about me. So, I don't have much more to say except let's get on with it. Number one, are you excited for the Batman? Hell frickin' yes, I am. Um, I wasn't as excited for this film until the second trailer came out. I liked the first trailer, but I was just over the freaking moon excited for Spider-Man No Way Home. I actually didn't see the second trailer for Batman until it premiered it didn't premiere on the day Spider-Man No Way Home came out, but I saw it for the first time during Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters, and it looks freaking incredible. I can't wait to see this movie. I'm almost as pumped as I was for Spider-Man No Way Home. It has my favorite director of all time because he made my favorite movie of all time, War for the Planet of the Apes. Matt Reeves is directing it. Robert Pattinson, who I think a lot of people had doubt in him first that he wasn't going to be a great Batman, actually looks phenomenal. And Andy Serkis, who plays Caesar in the Planet of the Apes movies, is going to be Alfred. And the Riddler's just awesome. The Penguin, Catwoman, they're all awesome. I think this film is going to be very different, but still an absolute thrill ride of a film. So yes, I am excited for the Batman. Number two, what generation are you? This means, are you like a baby boomer or Gen Y, Gen Z? Well, I am Gen Z. And what do I think about that? It's kind of hard. Honestly, I'm not going to get into any insults or anything, but all I'm going to say is that I don't really fit in with Gen Z, to say the least. I think their style is a lot more different than mine. I'd honestly say I fit in kind of more with millennials, even though I am Gen Z, just not only in personality, but with things I like and stuff like that. Like, I'm not a big fan of TikToks and, like, outside of YouTube, I'm not a huge fan of social media, honestly. And that's why I just don't really feel like I fit in as much with my generation. And I'm not going to get into anything besides that, but that's my basic opinion of Gen Z. I am a part of Gen Z, and I don't feel like I fit in too much to that generation. Number three, what's your favorite and least favorite chore? So this is like stuff to do around the house, like cleaning, laundry, stuff like that. My favorite is cooking. I love to cook. I just, it's something I love to do. I love to cook up great meals. I've been cooking a lot lately as of 2021. Just last week I cooked ham steaks that were absolutely awesome. So cooking has got to be my favorite. If I had to pick a least favorite, it honestly depends. If it's the winter, it's going to be snow shoveling. Fuck snow shoveling. I just had to do it today. It was nowhere near the level that I had to do earlier this month. Earlier this month, I believe it was January 7th, we got only like 3 inches of snow. But with that, I had to shovel my driveway, which is huge. Absolutely humongous driveway. And I had to shovel it, and it was not fun. This time, though, today when I shoveled snow, it wasn't really bad at all. I got in like less than a half an hour. I shoveled my walkway. I shoveled by my mom and stepfather's cars, and I shoveled the back door by the back door, and I was done. It took me less than a half an hour. On that day, that took me, I want to say, 4 hours. It was not fun, but it has to be done because it could turn into a hard, icy sort of snow, which is not fun. So, if we're not talking about during the winter, my least favorite chore overall is probably doing the dishes, honestly. I love to cook, but I don't like to do the dishes. Why? Because my hands get very messed up when I'm in water for extended periods of time. I don't know why, but it might be the dish soap getting my hands a little sore, but that's probably my least favorite chore besides snow shoveling, is doing the dishes, but I still don't mind it too much. The only other one I really do is vacuuming, and I do laundry too. I don't really mind those two too much, but cooking is by far my favorite of all the chores I do. Number 4, do you like snow? No. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like snow. Snow is good on Christmas, and you get like less than an inch, enough that it's on the ground and you don't have to shovel it. And it makes it look pretty, and it makes it look Christmassy. After that, I don't even want that. Bring back summer or spring as soon as Christmas is over. Like, we're not even halfway through winter right now, and I am so sick of it already. I want it to go away. I want it to be like 60 degrees where I live, which we don't have that much longer to go till it's nice out again, but we still got way over a month before we get anything even half decent. Because even though this video is going to be uploaded on February 1st, it's still January as of the recording. So, not exactly what I'd call peachy outside. So, I don't like snow overall. No. That's your answer. No. Number 5. When and are you returning to Loud House videos? I'll answer are. I should have said are and when, but are you returning to Loud House videos? Yeah. Just to reveal it here, I am. As for when, I don't know. The main reason I don't do Loud House videos anymore is because I've kind of been used to my break from the show. I don't have to catch up with too many episodes from Season 5. I've seen the grand majority of it. I only really got to see the last, 5 or 6 episodes. So I don't have too much to catch up on, but I haven't even seen all the episodes that have aired of Season 5 so far. And we finally actually got the release date for the last 2 episodes of Season 5, and then we even got some of the titles for Season 6. Am I excited for Season 6? I'm not what you'd call excited for it as much as I am curious. I'm curious on if Season 6 is going to be an improvement over Season 5. Something's telling me Season 6 is actually probably going to be the best season since Season 3. I don't know why. I just got a gut feeling that it's going to be, but it's still not going to be on par with the previous 3 seasons. But it might finally be back to the point where it's semi-enjoyable to watch again. When that happens, I'll start watching it regularly again, but I no longer watch Loud House regularly anymore. As for something I am watching regularly, Wednesday, South Park returns on Comedy Central for its new 25th season. I guess they're classifying the pandemic specials as the 24th season, and that's why they're doing the 25th season. We have less than 1 week till South Park returns, and I am so pumped to see it. I'll be watching every episode on its premiere for South Park. I can't wait. But as for Loud House, if it gets better, I'll watch it. But if it doesn't, I don't really plan on watching it that much anymore. But I'll still do reviews because it's a part of my channel. Number 6. Have any plans for Valentine's Day? Oh, not really. And that's okay, honestly. You know what? Valentine's Day is just one of my least favorite holidays. Not just because I'm single, but because I feel like it's a holiday that excludes people. It excludes people that are single. Like, now, do I really care about being single all that much? Not really. There's part of me that wants a girlfriend now, but in a way, I don't know if I'm ready for one yet, so. Valentine's Day is a holiday that I do almost nothing for. It's gotten to the point where I'm starting to like St. Patrick's Day more than Valentine's Day, and that's the next real holiday I'm going to be celebrating because I have some strong Irish in me. So, yeah. I'm not really going to be celebrating Valentine's Day. You know what my favorite part of Valentine's Day is? Going to Walmart the day after it and getting all the candy that's on sale. That's my favorite part of Valentine's Day. So, the next holiday I'll probably be celebrating is St. Patrick's Day, but I don't really have any plans for Valentine's Day. Number 1, do you like horror games? I'm starting to, for sure. I got a new horror game today. It was a payment for shoveling snow. My stepfather got me this game on Steam. And I'm not going to reveal it yet, but next week there will be part 1 to this game. And it's a game that Jacksepticeye and Markiplier played, and my only hint, it's not Five Nights at Freddy's. It's, in my opinion, much scarier. And I hope you guys are excited for that. As for when next week it's coming out, I'm leaning on probably next Wednesday, which will be February 2nd, which is actually going to be the day after this video comes out. So you only have to wait till tomorrow. But, yeah, I do like horror games. I sort of got out of it for a couple of years, but now I'm starting to get back into it, kind of, because I find them fun. Number 8. How many states have you been to? I put 2 with 2 O's there. My damn grammar is so freaking shameful there. Just ignore that, guys. How many states have I been to? Let's see. I've been to Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, which is the state I live in, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia. I think that's 10. I think I've been... No, it's 11 because I've been to Florida too. So I think that's 11 states. If I miscounted, I'm sorry. I just can't name it off the top of my head. But I've been to 11 states. Majority of them are mid-Atlantic states. The only 2 states I only really go to regularly every year is New York and Pennsylvania. But besides that, I mainly visit other states maybe once a year. But since New York and Pennsylvania are my bordering states, I often go there for... Generally, the movies is when I go to Pennsylvania, or there's an awesome pizza place right on the border with that in New Jersey. And I often go to New York for what was it? There's a good steakhouse up there. There's a good restaurant up there. That's actually where my nearest mall is now. It's actually up in New York State because I live 7 minutes from the New York border, and that means that the nearest mall from my house is actually up in New York. So, but anywho, I've been to 11 states, and yeah, there's the answer to that question. Number 9, what games do you want to play this year? Some classic games that I want to play. I don't really know any new games yet. If Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, I would definitely want to play that. But as for older games, my big aims are going to be to play all the classic critically acclaimed Resident Evil games. And then I want to play Metal Gear Solid. And then the big one, which I'm probably going to play first, is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I heard so many good things about that game. And just, I played the Castlevania Circle of the Moon game on the Game Boy Advance as a kid. And I had a lot of fun with that. So I want to play Symphony of the Night. I toyed around with it before. I have it on the PS3 store. It's really fun. So I gotta play it all the way through. Matter of fact, after I record this video, I might just do that. Yeah, so, those are the games I want to play this year in 2022, pretty much. Number 10, which celebrity would you like to meet more than any other? For that, oh, I got it. I'd probably say Ryan Reynolds. I would just love to meet him. He seems like such a fun guy to be around, and I love Deadpool and stuff like that, so I just love to meet Ryan Reynolds. But if not him, I would also say Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, all the Spider-Man. I'd love to meet Danny DeVito, honestly. I think he'd be freaking hilarious to meet. Arnold Schwarzenegger would be cool too. Just, there's a lot of celebrities I'd like to meet. But my favorite, and probably the one I'd want to meet the most, is Ryan Reynolds. Number 11, do you eat breakfast? That depends. This may be a very unhealthy habit of mine, but one of my most unhealthy habits is actually that I either skip breakfast or lunch usually every day. I only really eat 2 meals a day. More breakfast actually, which is not a good sign. It's often because 1, I get up too late, or 2, sometimes I just have breakfast and get up semi-early, and then I don't have lunch. Every day I have dinner, though. I always have dinner. But sometimes I do, and sometimes I have really good breakfasts. Like, there's this, breakfast burrito place, probably about 10 minutes from where my dad lives. And they have the best breakfast burritos I've ever had. They're freaking amazing. So, sometimes I do, but I don't have breakfast as much as I probably should. I'll probably start eating breakfast more often. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't eat breakfast that often. Number 12, what's your favorite Aerosmith song? Aerosmith is only a band that I've only recently gotten into, but my favorite song from them by far is Janie's Got a Gun. The reason why is because I always used to be a Weird Al fan, even though I don't think he actually sang this. YouTube basically claims he did. The song Elmo's Got a Gun. I used to listen to that song all the time as a kid and freaking laugh hysterically at it. I was like, what's the real song based off of? And it's Janie's Got a Gun, and it's now a song I can't stop listening to. I listened to it probably almost 50 times this month. I fucking love this song. I can't believe how much a song has just gotten in my head. And other than that, a lot of the songs from the Steve Miller Band, like the Joker and Keep on Rocking Me, have gotten in my head too for some reason. But yeah, lately, I don't know if this will change, but for now, my favorite Aerosmith song is Janie's Got a Gun. It's just such a head-banging song. I want to learn that song on my guitar. Number 13, what's your favorite soda? That's hard, but I'm probably going to have to go with just a plain old Coke. Regular Coke. While I like Mountain Dew and stuff like that, and Sprite and Dr. Pepper, there is nothing on the planet much more refreshing than a ice cold Coca-Cola. It's just freaking... It's the perfect thing to relax with. Don't do drugs. Do Coca-Cola. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I love Coca-Cola. I drink it not too often. I often drink Diet Coke instead, but I honestly prefer the regular one. But I drink the diet one for more because, well, it's more healthy, and I believe it, but some people say it's not. But anywho, why would we get into an argument over soda? That's ridiculous. But yeah, I gotta say, regular old Coke is my favorite soda of all time. Number 14, what's your favorite year for movies? I gotta say, the best year that had just the most classic movies. 1994 is one of them. 1999 is one of them. 2004 was another great year. I consider 2009 a great year. But I gotta say, I don't know if this has been said yet, but just a year where so many classic movies went out. I think my favorite year in movie history, long before I was born, my favorite year in movie history is 1984. How many classic movies came out in 1984? You got A Nightmare on Elm Street, you got Gremlins, you got Ghostbusters, you got Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. There's just so many classic films that came out in 1984. I think more than 1994. So many great films came out this year. It's hard to name them all. I look it up and I'm like, there's so many classics from 1984. A close second would probably be 10 years later in 1994. They just had so many great movies that year too. But I gotta say the best year of movies for me, where there's just so many classics that I love, is gonna be 1984. That one might be weird, but I think it's a great year for movies. Look at how many movies were released that year. Ghostbusters, Gremlins, Nightmare on Elm Street, Indiana Jones 2. So many others. I just love the year 1984 for movies. Number 15, do you still play your guitar? Very solemnly. And the reason why is because, God honest, it's just because I'm lazy, I guess. I don't really have the motivation to play it. Until around now. I'm starting to want to play it a little more, and I'm going to. Especially after I started listening to Aerosmith. I'm like, I'd love to play these songs on my guitar. And in the month of February, I think I'm going to. I'm really considering taking out my guitar again and playing it. I really want to learn how to play guitar. It'd just be a great hobby for me. I love my guitar though. Even though I don't play it often, I still love it. And I am planning on playing it a little more often pretty soon. Um, Number 16. Do you think YouTube is going downhill? Yes. I don't think many people are going to disagree with me. YouTube as a platform is going downhill. They seem very controlling with their stuff, especially after Susan got in as the CEO. Things started to really change for the worse. First, it's so easy to get a community guideline strike. Like, I watch this reaction channel called Billy Bob Tanley Reacts. He gets tortured like crazy. Absolutely crazy with these community guideline strikes. He's had to abandon his channel because of it. And this is because YouTube, plain and simple, is just too strict. It's ridiculously strict. And then you had the big scare of Kappa. That people were afraid that they were going to have to delete their channels because they had, like, Mario plushes, swearing and stuff like that, and they're afraid they'd get sued. Now, what happened to Super Mario Logan with that was tragic, honestly, but Kappa scared everyone. And that's the day I lost a lot of respect for YouTube. I almost quit. And then there was a day I got a community guideline strike. Yes, little old gaming do got a community guideline strike. It was in, I believe, October of 2020. I got a strike for my movie poster. I think it was because the poster had the Mushroom Kingdom castle on fire. Aw, poor babies. Grow up, seriously, for God's sakes. That's just being overly sensitive. Nobody was in harm. It's just a freaking poster. Get over yourself, YouTube. Now, do I still enjoy the channel? Do I still enjoy the platform overall? Yes. So I'm going to be sticking around. But there's certain parts of me that if it was more popular, I'd probably be moving to Vimeo. But I'm going to stick around for you on YouTube. Probably a couple more years, but probably not too much longer because life is really going to be catching ahead of me pretty soon. But for now, I think I'm going to be able to do YouTube. But YouTube has definitely gone so downhill compared to how it was. I started watching YouTube in 2007, and there was pretty much nothing wrong with it then. To now, this day in 2022, 15 years later, it's ridiculous how strict it is. Ridiculous. Number 17, what do you plan to upload on your new channels? You guys don't know, I've created 3 new channels. One is for music, one is for my cartoon reviews, and one is going to be for geography. And, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. For my music channel, I'm going to be doing music like top 10s and rankings and even maybe album reviews. And when I get good with my guitar, I may even play songs on my guitar on the channel. But that one is probably going to get the video the soonest, but it might be the geography channel, as I do want to do something different than GeoGuessr with my first geography channel on Geodo. But yeah, I plan on uploading geography videos there. I'm planning on possibly top 10 states I'd love to visit. That shouldn't be a video that's too controversial. I'm not going to be doing anything too controversial like World According to Briggs or something like that. But yeah, I'm I love World According to Briggs, but he gets himself into controversy sometimes, and I don't really want that. So I'll be doing stuff that's just my opinion, stuff that really interests me on where I want to go in this country. And to other countries, I'll eventually be doing international videos too. And I hope you guys are interested in that. And for cartoon reviews, it's just going to be all my cartoon reviews. Mainly South Park and The Loud House. Maybe a SpongeBob video here and there. But, yeah, that's basically what I plan on uploading on my new channels. Number 18. Have you ever had an Xbox console? I know I pretty much only talked about my PlayStation and Nintendo consoles. Well, that's because I've only ever had one Xbox console in my entire life. That was my Xbox 360, which I had from 2008 to 2016. And we sold, it was actually the family's Xbox 360. We sold it to get a PS4. The only, 7th gen console I have now is the PS3, so if I ever want to play a 7th gen game that's on multiple platforms, I'm probably going to play the PS3 version. Because I still have that, but I don't have an Xbox anymore, and I don't have a Wii. Though I can still play Wii games because I have a Wii U still. But I only ever had an Xbox 360, and I had a lot of fun with it. Probably not as much as Wii. The main console I played for 7th gen during my childhood was my Wii. I played Super Smash Bros. Brawl all the time. I played Mario Galaxy a lot. It was just such a fun time. But on Xbox, I had games like Lego Harry Potter and the older Call of Duty games like Black Ops and Black Ops 2. That was back when I played Call of Duty. I know I got the newest game last year, but that was sort of to see how the series has changed since I played it. And it hasn't changed as much as I wanted it to. So that's why I don't really play Call of Duty anymore. But yeah, I haven't had an Xbox console since 2016. That might actually change this year. We'll see. I don't know, though. Number 19. Who's your favorite Batman villain? To coincide with the number 1, are you excited for the Batman? I'm going to reveal my favorite Batman villain. The Joker. I mean, that's no surprise, isn't it? It's not really a surprise that the Joker is my favorite Batman villain. Because he is. He is just such an amazing villain and a dark as fuck villain who does so many sick things. Especially when he drives Batman to insanity to kill him. And Batman actually kills someone. That's freaking... Oh, it's insane. The Joker is just... It's like Green Goblin to Spider-Man. It's his arch nemesis. That's why Green Goblin would be my favorite Spider-Man villain, if you're wondering. But Joker is absolutely my favorite Batman villain. With number 2 probably being the Riddler. And number 20, how far are we from the final movie? A couple weeks. It's getting delayed, like I said in my short little update video. But it's only going to be a couple more weeks. At this point, probably next week from when this video is uploaded. But it's just not quite ready yet. It needs a little more time to film, and yeah. I don't have much to say about that except it's coming, and there are going to be some big surprises in this film. Stuff you're not even expecting. And that's basically all I have to say for today. Hope you liked this video, guys. I had fun making it. Stay tuned in March for the next part of 20 questions. Gaming Do here. See you later. Bye.